Welcome to Nivi's Toy Story! Hi guys, it's Nivi. I hope you're doing very well and I'm doing good too. Did you watch my last Toy Story, which was Why Aardvark has a long sticky tongue? Well, I hope you did. Do you know what Toy Story I'm going to tell you today? It is Thumbelina! Let's start. Once upon a time, there was a beautiful lady. She was in a very, very nice home. But the only thing is, she didn't have a baby. She wished she could have a baby. She didn't know what to have. She was like, oh dear, I wish I could have a baby. I wish I could have a child. Please. So, she went to the witch and asked, oh, can I have a child, please? Then the witch gave her a flower, a beautiful flower. Then she was confused. She was like, why would she give me a flower? And then the witch said, wait and see. Plant, 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 and then you'll get something beautiful. And then she planted and planted, put water, put it near the sun. She waited. And then, finally, the petals opened, and do you know what happened? A little tiny girl was there. She was like, oh, I never seen a girl like that small. And what shall I call her? Thumbelina, because she was the size of a thumb. She was like this big. And then she grew and grew and grew. She loved everything. She loved nature. She loved so many things. And then she grew up. And yay! So she was with a half-cut hazelnut with a leaf and some flowers around the hazelnut. And that was her bed. She loved it. It was so squishy and everything. But one dark night, there was thunderstorms, everything. She was sort of disturbed, but then she finally slept deeply and deeply. And then, all of a sudden, you know what happened? There came a big, ugly frog on the window, and with his eyes, he saw that little girl on the window. He was like, oh, what? Oh, I never seen that tiny girl before. I should show my son, and then they'll both be best friends. So he got the hazelnut bed with the girl in it, and then he jumped and jumped and jumped. And there was a pond with lily pads, and the ugly frog's son was happy, and he was like, what is that? What is that? And then he showed it, and it was a little girl. It was Thumbelina. He was like, oh, I never seen that kind of girl before. I should make friends with her. And also, because in the morning she will wake up, we should put her in the middle of the pond with a lily pad so she won't escape anywhere. So that's what they done. They put them on the lily pad and then waited till the morning. When the sun shone on her beautiful eyes, she was wide awake. But then she saw that she was surrounded by water, and she was like, oh no, where am I? I'm not at my home. I need to go quickly. Oh no, I can't. Oh dear, oh dear. She was stuck and stuck and stuck. She didn't know what to do. But then here came 4 little fishes, 4 orange and red fish. They were like, oh, I feel so sorry for you. Those ugly, mean frogs put you there. And then they said, we'll help you. We'll put you over and far away from those ugly frogs. So they did as they said. So they pushed and pushed and pushed and pushed, and then it all came. And then Thumbelina saw all the birds in the skies, and she was like, oh, look at those, it's a beautiful sight. I love it. I love it always. So then she reached to the land, and there was so many grass and beautiful colors. And then on the mud, she fallen into this deep hole, and she was like, what is this? Who lives here? She saw a door on the mud, and she was like, who lives here? Probably something small. So she knocked on the door the size of her, and then here came a big white mouse. She was like, oh, hello. Then that mouse said, hello, dear, what is your name? She said, Thumbelina. And then he said, come on in. What do you want? You feel lost. You look lost. Come on, let's get you some food. So she gave them some food. But suddenly she stopped her and said, oh, if you want to stay here, then you have to give me every very good stories or songs. And then I'll feed you, I'll give you food, I'll make you a bed and everything. And you can live here. Deal? Then she dealed, and then she done what she was told. She gave the most beautiful stories every day. A few weeks passed, and then the rat said, oh, because you've been here and you've been a lovely friend, I would like to introduce you to my uncle. He's very blind, so don't judge him, but yeah, he'll understand. He's very good at hearing, and yeah, he loves nature. So then he came and knocked on the door, and that was that blind man. So he came in, and then he said, oh, hello, what is your name? She said, Thumbelina. And then he said, what a beautiful name. Now, can you sing me a song, please? So she sang a song very nicely, and then he started to love her. She started to love the way she sang, everything. She was like, oh, wow, it's the best time ever. Oh, thank you. So then a few days passed, and then the mouse said, oh, yeah, the uncle, he said that he wants to marry you. And then it said, she was in a shock. She was so scared and so disappointed in herself, and she said, oh no, why would I marry him? I thought he is already married. He's an old person. She was so scared of what will happen. But then he was invited to his house, which is more worse. And then he saw a bird laying on the ground, and she was like, oh, I feel sorry for this bird. Maybe something is wrong with it. So she got a leaf and put it around the bird's back. And then a few days later, she gave some water, and it finally came better. And then he said, oh, my dearest friend, thank you for making me very healthy, and I think I should do something for you. We as birds, we're going to go to warmer countries because winter is coming. So we're going to go everywhere and travel around. Would you like some flight? Do you want to go with us? Then she was confused because she has to stay with them, but she would love to go. So she was like, no, it's fine. And then he said, okay, I'll ask you again if you want, okay? So she went off and he saw the bird go away, but she started to have tears. And then the mouse said, come on, we're waiting for you, come on. And then a few days later, the bird came again and he said, would you like it? It's the last time. And then she said, yes, let's go quickly. I would love to go. I got this summer dress, so I'm kind of cold, so I kind of move. So he went with the Thumbelina and she saw all the beautiful colors, the flowers, the trees, and then the bird dropped her on a flower. And on that flower, she saw a fairy that was the size of her. That was a boy. And then she was so confused. She was like, oh, who are you? Who are you? Tell me right now. And then he said, oh, hello, beautiful girl. What's your name? She said, I'm Thumbelina. How are you? He said, oh, I'm so fine. And I am a fairy to this flower. Every flower needs someone. So I am here. But would you like to marry me? And then she was so happy. She was like, yes. So he got the crown that he had and put it on Thumbelina. And then she got wings like him. She was so happy. And then he said, oh, you're the queen of this flower. And I'm the king of this flower. So yay! And there was celebration, everything, and yes, that was the best day ever for her. And that was the end of the story. The end. Did you like the story? Well, I hope you did. If you like the story, please thumbs up, subscribe, and comment below to tell me what you like about the story. This is Nivi and Thumbelina signing out.
Wow.